Well, everyone, the iPad Air 4th generation is one of those iPads that has came out a while ago in 2020 actually, and I'll tell you, this is still a very good iPad to pick up, and I couldn't recommend this iPad more, especially when you consider the fact that this thing is somewhat of like a budget iPad that you can buy in the used market for a pretty decent value. So if you want to pick it up, links will be down in the description if I remember to put it there. You can get it from there and you can help support the channel at the same time. Now, some things of this particular iPad have changed throughout this year, but this iPad came out about 3 years ago. We've had the successor of this thing come out, which was a pretty good iPad, but this thing is still a very solid option. You're getting that 10.9-inch liquid retina display on the front, which is very good. You know, having this type of display is very, very nice, and I do think this is a very cool thing going on for this, type of iPad. It's a very good looking tablet, it looks very good, not much to complain about, and I do think that's a very, very cool thing going on here. True tone display as well, a little bit of bezel around the whole entire iPad, but overall, I think it looks very good. Flat sides as well, which is really nice. You're getting that, Apple Pencil on the side, Apple Pencil 2 support, which is very important because the iPad 10, which is pretty much this type of iPad 2, has Apple Pencil 1 support. So this thing has like a little bit more capability from that perspective. On top of that, you're getting USB Type-C port on the bottom, a standard aluminum back, which still feels very good, single camera on the back as well. And overall, this thing pretty much looks like the iPad Air 5. It just is a little bit better looking because it just looks pretty much the same thing. You do get like a couple of different color selections, like it's slightly different, but for the most part, they almost look identically the same. So on the outside, that kind of covers it up there. The big thing though is pretty much with the performance. And the fact that this thing actually does have that A14 Bionic chip is very good because this thing is going to be in line with the performance of something like an iPhone 12. So you're going to be getting basically the same type of performance as that type of device, which is actually very good. And I think this is actually the first device with that A14 Bionic chip. Usually it's the iPhones of that year, but this one actually came out for the iPad back in 2020 if I remember right. Now, this phone is going to be supported with software for many more years to come. Like this thing is not going to be, outdated tomorrow. You're going to have many, many years of software updates on this particular device, which is very nice to have. And on top of that, that kind of bleeds into the performance as well. Like the performance of this particular iPad is very, very nice. You're getting a very solid performing iPad from this thing, which is very cool. And I think that in and of itself is one of the most important things to keep in mind. When you're getting a device like the, iPad, Air 4, you're getting an iPad that still has quite a bit of RAM, for an iPad. It has a pretty good chipset, and there's just not a lot to complain about here. If you're a student who's taking notes on, an iPad, that Apple Pencil 2 support is going to be awesome. You're going to be having, very decent performance of this thing, and the fact that you're still getting software updates and everything is very good from this type of iPad as well. The only thing I can even kind of think about with this iPad is maybe like within the next 3 years, this thing's going to be outdated. That's maybe the only thing, and the only other thing on top of that is maybe promotion. The lack of promotion on this type of iPad can be kind of annoying for some people out there too. So that can be another thing that can be kind of an annoyance for some people to kind of keep in mind. But I do think for the most part, the iPad Air 4 is completely worth buying. I think this is easily one of the smartest decisions somebody can make, and I would much rather recommend buying this thing over the iPad 10 every single day of the week. So that kind of covers it up here. If you have any other thoughts or questions, let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button, that'll mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. More importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.